the frosty human empress, also has another side, like drywood catching fire. In the late night, Ziruoyan gently pushed open the door. Looking at the already asleep Xiao Tian, a sense of frustration and anger surged in her heart. Told you not to go back, and here you are sleeping. Helplessly, she took out ingredients from her storage ring, neatly arranged them on the table. Then, she tiptoed to the bedside, unable to resist bending down to look at her man. Unexpectedly, Xiao Tian, in a daze, woke up. Ziruoyan quickly stood up, retreating with a shy expression. Xiao Tian, unaware of what he had missed, muttered about his mouth being full of saliva. Ziruoyan said solemnly, "What else could it be? Clearly, you were tempted by delicious food." Sitting on the edge of the bed, Xiao Tian suddenly realized. But in the next moment, he woke up abruptly. Looking at Ziruoyan with a shocked expression, he exclaimed, "Why are you here?" The Empress remained silent, contemplating what excuse to use on Xiao Tian. Finally, she thought of a reason, saying, "I didn't want to come, but Emperor Dian can't cook hot pot by himself. Although I'm not a narrow-minded person, thinking about you doing things behind my back still displeases me. Tonight, I'll punish you by having you feed me this hot pot." Xiao Tian, upon hearing this, immediately showed sincerity, saying, "I'll make sure you enjoy the hot pot tonight." Immediately, holding the bowl and chopsticks, Xiao Tian sat beside Ziruoyan. Ziruoyan blushed and asked, "Why are you sitting so close?" Xiao Tian, with a serious expression, said, "Weeding at noon, sweat drips onto the soil." In no time, Xiao Tian had prepared the rolled pork, Ziruoyan's favorite. He placed it near his mouth and gently blew on it. Then, he used one hand to hold it and the other to deliver it to Ziruoyan. Ziruoyan tasted it delicately, slowly swallowing, revealing a satisfied expression. Xiao Tian sighed, "Wife, you eat so reservedly." Then, he poured all the dishes on the table into the pot. Once the food was ready, he picked up a piece and offered it to Ziruoyan's mouth. But whether it was intentional or not, the chopsticks suddenly slipped from his hand. Xiao Tian slapped his thigh, regretting that he couldn't even handle such a simple task of feeding. The Empress looked regretful, thinking there might be no more blessings to enjoy today. At this moment, Xiao Tian suddenly thought of something. He said, "Your Majesty, I wonder if you dare to eat in my way." Ziruoyan replied, "Why not?" Unexpectedly, Xiao Tian used his mouth to bring the food to the Empress's eyes. Ziruoyan, about to accept it, realized it wasn't food, but a kiss tricked by Xiao Tian. Ziruoyan blushed immediately. Then, Xiao Tian asked, "How does it taste, Your Majesty?" Ziruoyan, coyly twisting her mouth, said, "Just okay," but her heart was already in full bloom.